Hello all, welcome to Tactical Safety. Today we're going to talk about a new piece of equipment. I consider it the gold standard in 22 suppressors. Enter the Dead Air RXD 22, the TI, which is titanium. Now, I bought this suppressor last year and I waited until after the first of the year before I paid the last few dollars on it. That way I wouldn't have to pay the $200 tax stamp, which is what a smart person should do. This suppressor is excellent. You know, Dead Air, they package their stuff excellent. Got your instruction manual, little Velcro tag. What sets this suppressor apart from all the other 22 suppressors is the fact that blast baffle is the muzzle device. No other 22s have that. Look at this. You can get more of these muzzle attachments, put on several different 22s and just leave this on there and then move this from gun to gun. This has what's called the Triskelion baffle system, which they say is 3D printed. Don't try that at home. It's not with the regular 3D printer with filaments. No, this is titanium. A regular 3D printer is not going to do that. But laser welded, everything. Comes with the tools, takedown tools for it. You have two wrenches here. They're both the exact same size in case you need to use the smaller one on one side and the large one on the other side, because your smaller wrench is going to be for your muzzle device. And the larger side of it is going to be in case you, for two things. Number one, if you need to hold the larger side of it, the larger diameter side. Also, the larger end of it. It works as a takedown tool for the end cap. So if you need to take the end cap off, you just put this in here, boom, turn it counterclockwise and unscrew it and take it apart, and you can set the whole baffle stack in your ultrasonic cleaner with CLR. And what I do to save solution is whatever I'm cleaning in the ultrasonic cleaner, I put that in a Ziploc bag and put enough CLR to cover whatever items are being cleaned. And then I just put water in the ultrasonic cleaner. Number one, you're not contaminating your machine, because if you want to use your machine to clean something like eyeglasses, you can do that. You don't want to clean eyeglasses if you've already had gunpowder residue and all that stuff in there, and CLR residue in there. That's just disgusting. So this suppressor, it is about a ½ inch longer than the Mask 22, which I also have. The Mask 22, this was the first suppressor I ever bought right here. This is when I first became a stamp collector. This one, yeah, it's got scratches on it and everything because it's been used. Probably over 10,000 rounds have been through this thing. But it is noticeably heavier than this one. Even I'm talking about even with the muzzle device. Matter of fact, we're going to weigh them. Okay, so the new RXD. .4 ounces. That's with the muzzle attachment. 6.4 ounces. The Dead Air Mask, 7.5 ounces. Even though it's really 1.1, yeah, even though it's 1.1 ounces heavier, it is noticeably heavier. And like I was saying, the new one, it's about, the whole time I was at the range, I had the new RXD on my Taurus TX22. And then I used my Dead Air 22 Mask on my SIG P322. They both have, I couldn't tell any difference in sound suppression, but the main difference was how the RXD propels the gas forward and away from the shooter's face. That makes a huge difference. 3/4 of an inch difference between the two, but it's much lighter. So, went to the range earlier, and I'll show you footage from that now. Got the Taurus TX22 with the new Dead Air RXD on it, and then by comparison, I have my my SIG P322 with the Dead Air mask on it. They're both shooting the same ammo, which is the Winchester Super Suppressed. So, with the new RXD, you're not supposed to, because of the way the muzzle attachment is, it's supposed to eliminate the first round pop. So, let's see how that does. Very nice. No first round pop at all, as you heard for yourself. SIG P322 with the Dead Air mask. Same ammo. Yes, they're both very quiet, you can tell. With this one, the main thing with the RXD that they were advertising was that it was going to direct the gas further away from your face. That was the very first thing I noticed. Also with this, there was no noticeable first round pop, unlike the mask. Now the mask, that's an excellent suppressor. It is excellent. It is one of the best you can get. But the RXD is a little bit better because of the fact that you don't get near as much gas in your face, as well as the first round pop. And that's due to, number one, with the redirection of the gas, that's because of the Triskelion baffle system. As you know, 22 1/2 inch by 28 threads. They're going any 22. You can use it on 17 HMR as well, which is 22 Magnum. You can work on those too. And this one, at the dealer price, is about $420, $430, somewhere around there. This one's probably about maybe 10 or 20 bucks more than the mask. And like I said, they're both excellent suppressors. Great sound suppression, but like I said, this one, the Dead Air mask, before I had the RXD, I gave a 10 out of 10. But now with the RXD, this gets a 10 out of 10, and the mask, I put it at a 9.5. But like I said, it's still a great suppressor. And also, I noticed with this, put about 300 rounds through this today, and not once did this thing loosen up on me at all. Now the mask, on occasion, it might loosen up a little bit after a couple hundred rounds, but I always check the fitment of it after every magazine anyway. That's a force of habit. Also, both of these suppressors, I've never had point of impact shift. Never with any of my firearms. And I've got probably about 11 or 12 different 22s that have threaded barrels. And I've used them on every single one and never had a point of impact shift. So, if you're looking for a great suppressor, get the Dead Air mask, get the Dead Air RXD, because Ruger is doing it. Ruger is collaborating with everybody. You already know about the RXM. I did a review on that one a few months back. So, the main thing with this RXM, optics cut from the factory. No plates needed. It's an RMSC cut. You see it mounts very low on the slide, and you can easily co-witness your iron sights right through the red dot, which is a must-have. And that's a great firearm too. Ruger and Magpul collaborated with that, because remember I was saying that, number one, it's modular. Now they have different frames. They have different color frames, different size frames for that. They have the frame based off the Glock 27, and then because the original one was based off the Glock 19, now they have one based off the Glock 17, which is your full-size frame, 17 round mags. But getting back on topic, like I said, the RXD, that's the way to go. And now with the $0 tax stamp, more accessible to everyone. and the time has been sped up exponentially. This suppressor right here, the dead air mask, took me, like I said before, took 10 months for the tax stamp to come back. This one, literally 10 days. 10 days. Some people are getting theirs back the very next day. There have been a couple people I know that have got theirs back the same day. If they go to fill out the paperwork in the morning, they'll get it back later that afternoon. So now is the best time ever to get in the stamp collecting game. And the same goes for SBS, which is short barrel shotgun, and SBR, short barrel rifle. When you're filling out your Form 1, those tax stamps, they're also $0 now. So now there's going to be more people doing SBRs and SBSs, including myself. So that's my review. That's my take on the new Ruger RXD 22 Ti. Get it. Yes. Remember to stay armed, stay vigilant, and stay tactical. See y'all next time.